College football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will get the first possession of the game. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for a man. It's Everett. Got his man. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. The give to the back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense, keeping the defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Everett. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time.
Touchdown, Florida State! They put the first points on the board.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had 1 extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will go to work for the first time today. is a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hauls it in. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the inside. Fighting off the defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll give it to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Rides to the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking downfield, it's Everett. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why Coach coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Back to pass. Using the quick game. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And the Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a real...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. 2nd down coming up. They'll leave it with the lone back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Got the quick pass. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the 1st quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, attach it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really not.
Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Cavaliers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Here comes the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on that. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's going to bring it out. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Snagged in the middle. It's Van Dyke. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Makes the catch. It's Van Dyke. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Everett. Snagged out of the air. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the move, it's Jennings. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Noles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Moves away as he feels pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Give to the running back. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, no!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Peters. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cavaliers will hustle to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Caught over the middle. It's Hatchett. Knocked down for the tackle. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Looking to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls in.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and still on his feet. It's a seam wide open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
I'll tell you, it's nice as a play caller when you know you don't have to call the perfect play. Even if it's not blocked properly, you know you've got guys like him who can make people miss.
And this whole offense gets energy from this guy because they love him, because he does that. He does the dirty work. Even if it's not blocked great, he'll make people miss, and he'll make huge plays for this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO fired complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Noles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. starts a drive trying to go up top. Bringing the heat. The short hands, it's Peters. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Connors. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get three before the break. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Right back up top on second and 10. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be dragged down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Caught near the sticks. It's Van Dyke. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The the defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like,
touchdown, Florida State! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Colorado. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this dude is doing work. He's now over 150 yards receiving, Jesse.
He's like the new age tight end, isn't he, Reese? I mean, he's a guy that can get in a 3-point stance. He can flex out. He can play the split end position. He can play receiver. There's nothing this tight end cannot do in the pass game.
The Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
and that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to.
There he goes. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on second down. Now the play fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He moves the chains, and they'll park the ball at the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Fakes to grab. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Everett. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for an easy catch.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. And the Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Crosses the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Moses. And they'll... the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Just a hair too much on it for this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. To throw, it's Everett. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Runs through a tackle.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Seminoles are on the move. On the ground, it's Jennings. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situational. Up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Looking to throw, it's Savage. Right on the money.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and then I can get them the ball, they can make something happen. He's one of those guys. That's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. All down, but they'll move the sticks. Picks up the first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you think it may be a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Oh, he's got some space. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Noles will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They'll send the tight end in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the tailback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. After the stumble